Hey guys, real quick before I roll the intro, just want to let you guys know that on my backup channel, RFC Media over here, I will be tossing up a full, unedited, leaked Oniisan Discord call. It's different from the one I've covered before. It's a whole new one, and it will be going up there. So if you want to check that out, subscribe to my backup channel, RFC Media. So yesterday, Oniisan went a bit nuts. I mean, I feel like that sentence right there is already flawed from the start. I mean, Oniisan being nuts, you know, holy shit, dude. Even before the Chris Hansen saga even began, this guy's been nutty. But yesterday, he mass uploaded a ton of content. Now, obviously, he's always posted a lot of content to his channel, but yesterday, he took it a bit to the extreme. You can see the time differences between these videos. Every hour or so, he was posting over 10-minute long videos just talking basic shit. I mean, this guy puts a whole new definition on YouTube grind, man. I mean, if you're not putting out at least one video a day, what are you doing, man? This guy can put out, what is this, like 20 videos in one day? You've really got no excuse to not grind on your YouTube channel if Oniisan over here can put out this much content in this short of time. Now, obviously combined, this has to be at least 2 to 3 or maybe even 4 hours worth of content, so not everyone has really sifted through this to really data mine every point that he says in his video. But what I do have for you guys today is some clips of some very telling things that Oniisan admits in these videos that are just a little bit concerning and just hurts his case even more. As damaged as it was already, this just completely just destroys him. I don't even know why he would admit or even talk about these things. You know, typically when you're in a legal dispute like this, the best move is to stay quiet and let your lawyer deal with it. Oh, wait a minute. Oniisan is representing himself, so yeah. And by the way, if you still thought that was a joke, well, take a listen to this.
You guys don't realize you're getting played because you paid someone $20,000 for apparently $2,500 of attorney's fees, which probably didn't cost that much because the case was open and closed. The attorney wasn't even there for an hour, most likely. So you have little pussy boy who has an attorney talk for him. I'm speaking for myself. I communicate to the judge that I got legal advice, and the legal advice was for me to take a different legal avenue. I'm taking a different legal avenue. I literally am right now. And then I walk out, and some dumb hoes follow me in the elevator. Some dumbass bitches.
Perpetually a child. You know, I like how he tries to do like the alpha beta mechanic right here, right? So Repzion is a beta male, you know, for having an attorney. Hello, cringe check. Nah. The chat over here, Oniisan, showing up, representing himself. You see, he got legal advice to take a different legal avenue, so he's doing just that. And obviously, that's gonna work out completely in his favor. Nothing wrong will happen here. Obviously, this guy's just such an idiot, dude. According to Pescator here, who's a bit of a YouTube journalist himself, he is reporting that every one of these videos is monetized and over 10 minutes long, mostly. Now, what is interesting is we have some leaked audio from that call I mentioned. I will be throwing that entire call up on my backup channel. But in the call, Oniisan references the fact that he's not really making much money and that other people are making far more money from this situation than him, even though he's the one who's issuing claims all over the place. And I suspect he'll be issuing a claim on this video, which I will dispute. One thing a lot of people have pointed out is that due to this controversy with Chris Hansen and Oniisan, it's actually given his channel a bit of a second life, whereas before, YouTube had shut down his channel and soft-locked him from getting into recommended. Now his channel's actually getting views again, although they're all hate views, they're still monetizable views, so he's still making income from this situation. My stance on that I said before, and the stance that I still keep, is that yes, he may be making more money now than he used to, but what are we supposed to do? Just sit here and just allow all of this to happen? Here's the thing that Chris Hansen has done that you cannot debate. Hansen has spread Oniisan's horrible image all across the internet. You know, everybody knew this guy was an asshole, everybody knew this guy was a weirdo, and a bit of a creep, but now people know the extent of what Oniisan has been alleged to have done, and they know to stay away from this guy and certainly keep their kids away from this guy, which a lot of people probably wouldn't have known, myself included, at least to the extent that we've been made aware of thanks to Hansen streams, just the level that this guy is on. You know, let's say worst case scenario, he didn't do anything illegal technically, and he gets by with everything. At the very end of the day, everybody knows this guy brought in a 16-year-old to protect her from her abusive family, only to groom her until legal age so that they could have sex, which is a despicable action if it's not a crime in and of itself. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of these clips and kind of see what's going on here. The first tweet I have here is not a clip, but it is a quote from his video. It says, Oniisan just claimed 18-year-old girls are the premium age of breeding, and being grossed out at the idea of older men creeping on teens is social justice warrior shit. Grooming children to own the libs, I guess. I don't know. Social justice warrior shit. Yeah. If you're grossed out by older men creeping on teens, yeah, you're just a libtard. I mean, I hate to break it to you over here. But now we dive into the clips. The first one I have preloaded here is a clip where Greg said he dated Kai when Kai was 17 and a half and Greg was 24. Uh-oh, that's not sounding good.
They have this narrative that, you know, if you ever date someone who's 17 and a half, which is what I did when I was 24, I dated someone who was 17 and a half.
Now, while the clip ends abruptly, he pretty much tells us what we need to know, which is that, yes, he did, in fact, start dating Kai when she was 17 and a half and Greg was 24. But remember, if you have an issue with this, you're just a social justice warrior. What are you, triggered? This creepy-ass man seeing people who are 7 years younger than him and potentially under the legal age of consent? What are you, triggered? Here's a bit of a Meteor clip. Let's take a look at this right here.
You know, gotten to that point where there was a vibe and we felt like something might happen someday. I don't know. But then Sarah said that she would only sign an NDA if she got what she wanted. And unfortunately, a few months prior, she joked about being able to destroy our lives if she wanted to. I was just like, ha ha ha. But that kind of got the gears spinning in my head, like maybe I should have this person sign an NDA because I don't want them going around saying horrible things. Even if, you know, if they're untrue, you could still take legal action because of the NDA. You know, if they were true, I just didn't know what she would be talking about. This was like that booty though, that comment.
But what does he mean by that? That's a little strange. Well, I wasn't even familiar with this until I had to look it up here. Apparently, Oniisan had made a comment while she was still underage in a video that was deleted where he said dat booty dough in reference to Sarah, which evidence for this exists obviously by Oniisan's own words. He's admitting to it in this video.
But I didn't want her going around saying, oh, dat booty dough, or anything like that. So, yeah. But as I've reiterated repeatedly, nothing inappropriate happens, I guess, outside dat booty dough comments prior to her turning 18.
That's the only thing that happened that was inappropriate, according to him.
And a half. She planted that kiss on Kai, and there wasn't...
She planted the kiss on Kai. Notice the language he uses here.
Anything else. I hadn't done anything. Kai hadn't done anything. But once she said, you know, I'm only going to sign this NDA if you sleep with me, was the clear message there.
So she pressured them, obviously. It wasn't the other way around.
We felt pressured, like we had no choice, because I had remembered that comment prior of her saying she could ruin my life if she wanted to.
So they had sex so that she would sign the NDA so that in case she came out with things about Oniisan, he could sue her, basically, or go after her legally.
So we slept with her. I slept with her, and she performed oral on Kai. Kai can't say was 100% on board. I was more on board than Kai. I actually slept with Sarah like 100% on January of 2019. So Sarah wanted to be with Kai. I wanted to be with Kai. Sarah wanted to be with me. I was fine with being with Sarah at 18 and a half. I didn't see the problem with it. If you can die for your country, you can sleep with someone. You know.
Nice one, Oniisan. Jeez. Now, I'd like to clarify, this is what he's saying. Any comments that I make are, you know, my own personal opinion. I'm not reporting Oniisan as somebody who's committed a crime, although I do believe he did. We'll have to wait and see the prosecution to confirm that. You know, you gotta be careful with these types of things, even with Oniisan. If you step out of line and you say something that's not true, that even if it's against Oniisan, you're still held to some sort of responsibility for what you report. So when I express skepticism over Oniisan's claims, that's just me giving my own personal take on it. That's not me reporting what I'm saying as true, like I have some, you know, sort of like inside information on this guy and I know he's 100% lying here. I don't believe him because he sounds sketchy and I know his history is pretty bad, and well, I mean, there's a multitude of reasons not to believe this guy, but when you're playing the role of a journalist on YouTube, you still have to be held to those types of standards. So I just want to clarify that right there. Now then, of course, we have the leaked audio, which is sitting here on this obscure little website or whatever. I'm gonna play it at 150, and we'll take a listen right here.
Are you okay, James?
Are you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm alright, I guess.
Now, this is obviously from his Patreon Discord, which his Patreon was taken down, so you can, I assume, only access this through the Oniisan Fans website. And once again, something that, you'll notice again, as just like in the last time we covered a leaked call from Oniisan, these are all women. I mean, I listened to this entire thing, obviously, before I did the video, and I heard one male voice, or at least what it sounded like to me. I mean, I can't see them. I don't know if it was a male, but it sounded like one. But everybody else in the call was female, which is kind of, something to take note of.
Yes. In the middle of that video, Kai comes in and says, "I'm leaving you," so that's fun.
Are you fucking serious?
No, I mean, yes.
Ah, yes, the Kai's leaving you trick. I believe he pulled this one before, and you can hear the people in the call. It's obviously something that's done to kind of rile up his fans. Again, like with the J-Station story, rile up the audience, rile up the young fans, the young teenage girl fans to his side by giving them a sob story of Kai's leaving me again. Of course, when Hanson knocked at the door, he claimed he could hear Kai in the house. So she's leaving him again? Not buying it. But again, that's my personal perception of the call. It could be true, I suppose. Let's play it at 5 minutes.
Well, some people are adults. Some people act like adults and they handle things like adults. Other people, like myself and numerous commentators, handle things like a bunch of attention hungry folks.
He admits it himself. He acts like the commentators that he claims act like attention-hungry children. There he is admitting it himself. I just thought that was kind of a funny clip. The last one I'll play is 940. Let me just adjust the scrub over here. 940. All right, 939. Let's go.
Yeah, but the more you
know your
reply, the
truth,
more they can
and you've
twist it, and
spoken
then
your
it just
piece, so
becomes
that's
like
all
a
you can
huge
do.
cycle.
It's hard to ignore when everybody is making videos about you, though. Like, how
yeah,
many
for sure.
people are making money off of him? Like,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't blame you
it's a
for
cash cow
copyright
right now,
striking.
and there's nothing I
Fucking
can do.
huge. It's fucking huge.
I'm just sitting here getting fucking castrated in front of everyone.
Hey, but the more videos you make, the more cash you can make off of it too.
No, I don't think Donald Trump's fortune could fix the damage done here.
Yeah, fix his face.
So he's lamenting about money and the fact that everybody's cashing except for him, apparently. Well, I will give him this. He's doing his damnedest to try. The thing about it, though, is if you're not a YouTuber, you might not know how much money videos with views like this make. 10,000, 8,000, 6,000, 7,000. He's making, he's scraping a few bucks from these videos probably, assuming that they're, fully monetized and not demonetized and given poor ads or poor CPM rates. But yeah, I would imagine, he's doing okay enough to survive for the most part. It is true, he is right to some extent that a lot of people are kind of cashing in on this except for him on the grand scheme of things. But maybe don't groom children and bring them into your house and make it a big public deal, and maybe these situations wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? The full call will be up on my backup channel, as I mentioned before. There's nothing damning in it, so if you think a big bomb will be dropped, I would have dropped in this video. It's kind of just another window into what happens behind the scenes, how Oniisan is to his fans, and what his fans sound and act like. As they struggle to give him advice. Why is a grown man running to teenagers to give him advice? Why is a grown man dating people significantly younger than him? Why does every single person in his life that he surrounds himself with, why are they significantly younger than he is? It's not just a one-time scenario. This is a repeated occurrence, and it's repeated well past the point of where you're just a little bit worried. I mean, we have an idea of what's going on here, more than just an idea, obviously. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you on a podcast, I believe, on Monday on RFC After Hours, broadcasted live in this channel on Monday, 6:30 p.m. Central. And until then, I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow for another video. Catch you guys later.